dead.
Oh my gosh. You would think Kyle O is on the show. I'm trying to find the stream so I could put it on the Facebook. I think my my internet's running slow. Hi everybody. How are you today? It's good to see you. I don't know. I can't find the stream.
Yeah, I'm looking for it too.
Oh, there it is. I got it now. All right.
We finded it.
Give me 2 seconds here.
All right.
And I will have it on
guys,
Facebook.
I think we're going to have a little bit of an open forum, if I'm not mistaken, a little later. So make sure that you guys are checking out for the numbers that'll be popping up into the comments as soon as we get that up and ready. If you want to join the show, all things paramotor, all things paragliding, all things flying, and yeah, I think we're going to have some fun tonight. Dave and I definitely had some shenanigans going on. That's my new favorite word tonight. Going on the past 2 days that we'll be talking about. And Dave has a few things that he wants to say about props. Guys, by the way,
give me props.
If you've got about $10, go ahead and invest that into a prop manufacturer. You'll at least earn double on your money.
My internet's running so slow. Sorry, I was venting. We've had some issues this week with props.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
hey, there we are live right now.
You got it? Oh, you lucky dog. I'm still trying to get. I've got the link in on the Paramotor YouTube page.
Well, we got 9 people watching. So.
All right, welcome, y'all. Who's watching?
Oh, that's what I'm going to pull up right now. Let's see here. Who's watching? Hey, Craig, Mitch, Cross Country Adventures, Josh, Rokon, Sandor's in the house, Nick Griffith, and Fly Swampers, who I'm seeing right now. Welcome, guys. Definitely appreciate it. Hey, Josh Perry, definite hello right back to you. Let's see here. I don't think I forgot anybody.
Can you post the you want to post the code? The Zoom code in case everyone wants to join on in?
You bet I can do that. Well, I don't know. Do you talk about our stuff first before we do that, or
what the hell is going on? Well, you know what? It's more fun, I think. Okay, it looks like I've posted it in both, but I didn't realize I did. I'm done. That's what I say when I'm getting fed up with my kids. I'm done. I'm done. Honey, you can handle it. I'm done. I'm done. Look at that.
Done.
We've already got 1 thumbs down.
What?
That's right. 1 thumbs down. Thanks, Mitch Briggs, for that 1 thumbs down.
Check it again.
Check it again. I don't know. I don't even know how to do that. How do you do that? I'm not having a good day, Dave. Cleveland Browns got their asses handed to them big time.
Oh,
wrecked my day.
You're up to 4 now.
I was 4 thumbs down. Good job, guys. Thanks.
Oh, 6.
What the hell's happening? I'm gonna put the code in.
Okay, guys, we need those thumbs down off before we put the code in. Let's go ahead and do it that way.
You know what? I get thumbs down at home. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't even faze me anymore. 320-91. If you want to join the show, I have posted the Zoom ID. Join us. Brown sucks. Sorry, Dave. Thanks, Craig. Sure.
Partha in the house. Sarah is in the house. Hey, guys, we got Sarah in the house.
What's up, Sarah in the house? Hey, I want to. So speaking, we weren't, but speaking of Partha and Sarah, let's talk about Nicole and Rick.
Yeah.
Rick started a new job, as you guys know, not too long ago, and he has been swamped with not fly swamper, swamped. And so he needs to spend a little, hey, I always talk about balancing work, family, and paramotors. It should be paramotors work, paramotors family work. I think paramotors family, paramotors work. You know what I'm saying? You got to balance it all. So he's balancing some time with his wife. And you know what that means. Good job, Ricky. Anyways, so he's going to be doing that. Nicole has started a new
Clear prop.
That's right. Nicole has started a new job, and she's trying to move. And I know they're traveling. They're trying to go see Reason's family as well. So they've been very busy. She's actually on a airplane right now. So it's just Dave and I. And I know Rick is planning on being back next week. He wanted to do the interview with Larry DeSico from ParaOrangeProducts.com. And hopefully Nicole will be able to join us as well. And then I know Rick's gonna take a little time because it's still a busy season for him, for a lot of people. But I think as the weather winds down here, come October, November, he'll probably be back on more regularly, and hopefully they'll join us here.
Yeah, he's getting his butt kicked. And
Yeah.
it's a hot part of time down there. So, good for him though. That means money in the pocket. And actually, guys, Dave's doing the same thing. He's working his butt off.
Yeah,
He's making his money for the winter as well. So it's a really busy time right now.
it is. It is. But we got a lot to talk about, actually. I did have an invite out, but yeah, to anybody that wants to come on. I guess you don't. That's okay too. You can chat away. Thanks, Mitch, for the thumbs down again. I'm trying to read the chat here. All good. I don't care. Anyhow, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about Resurgence, as I see it on my shirt here. We don't talk enough. Oh, first of all, let's talk about Resurgence. First, we're going to talk about our sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors always. Fly My PPG, Mike Fox, Mike Cotter, and Justin Fox. Actually, I talked to Justin just the other day. I'll talk about why in a second. You got who else? We got Pure Orange Products. We've got Craig Taylor. There he is right now in the chat, and also Pigeon Paramotors. So thank you again to our sponsors. We really appreciate it, as well as all the Patreons. We haven't talked about the website much. Not too much going on in the website right now. We're going to get that back up and rolling. Like I said, it's been a very busy time, busy season right now at work, but we're going to make more out of that. There is plans for Resurgence. I know Resurgence really needs help right now. So if you can jump to the Resurgence PPG website, make a donation if you can, if you're able to do that. I'm sure Todd always appreciates that. We've talked about doing a t-shirt campaign to raise money for Resurgence. Our Paramotor Nation logo, the new logo that we have out there, that is, we're waiting for the final notification. It could take a couple months too for copyright to make sure it is copyrighted. And then once it is, we'll go ahead. There's Fly Swamper and Anthony Peregringo. I'm all over the place tonight, aren't I? But once it is approved as a copyrighted logo, we're going to do a nice, real big Our Paramotor Nation and Resurgence PPG t-shirt campaign. And Dave, I had another idea just off the top of my head, and I haven't talked to you about it, and I haven't talked to Todd. And maybe this is something that even waits till next year, early next year, or when everybody's up and flying. I'd like to do a fly-a-thon for Resurgence PPG. What do you think of this idea? And it doesn't have to be in one location. It doesn't have to be even one weekend or week or day. It could be a month long. Let's say we pick the month of May, and you pick a weekend. We'll have a form that everybody can download, and you go get, kind of like when you were in school, like a walkathon or a runathon, how many miles? Well, you can ask for pledges based on the number of miles you're going to fly in a certain weekend. Or, if it's raining that weekend, you pick another weekend and you say, this is when it's going to be, or maybe the whole month. And those pledges would go to support Resurgence. We'll have some brochures that we can send out, or you can email out to raise awareness for Resurgence PPG. I think it'd be a great idea. What do you think of that?
I like it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Put a 25, 50 cent, a dollar, whatever on a mile, and pick a tier.
Yeah. By the way, Dave is broadcasting from a cave tonight. That's why it's so dark on his screen right now. You can barely see it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't got any overhead right now.
All right. That's all right. We can see. Let's say hi to some of the people in the chat. There is Yankee in SC1, Anthony Peregrino, Brandon Schweitzer, Fly Swamper, Sandor. Sandor's got a big announcement coming up soon. I'd like him to make it soon. I mean, come on, Sandor. You're keeping us on the edge of our seats. I said Craig Taylor, Nick Griffith. Hi, Nick. What's up, Dave? 2 times the Dave. So thank you, Craig. I appreciate you liking that idea. Cool. We'll get that going. We'll make sure that works out, and we'll make it happen. We definitely want to support Resurgence. So, Dave, where do we go first? There's so much that has happened in the last couple of days.
These past 2 days, man, between the flight out of Red Stewart and then the flight out of Mar Park, your shenanigans with your prop, that's plural. I know you have the parts for when your motor broke last time.
We'll So we haven't even talked about that yet because that's a whole nother video. So Josh Perry just said, did you get any flights in the Spider 3 22 meter or just that butt landing? Thank you, Josh. You are so eloquent in the way you put my butt landing. Appreciate that, buddy. No, I haven't yet because that prop did get chipped. So I had for anybody that didn't see the video, what day was this? 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago, wasn't it?
2 days ago.
2 days ago, we were flying out of the park that's right down the street from my house. And I took off, and it could have been, I think it's down to one or two things, Dave. I think either I didn't properly warm up the motor and it lost power after I took off. I was about 20, 25 feet in the air. Or I think maybe I released my hand and I lost power and I came straight down. I increased power. I slid on my feet, then on my butt, and I broke the tip of my prop.
Do you have a picture to show?
No, I'm not gonna screw around with that. It's just it's a little tip of the prop, you know. Hey, everybody, no one likes to get their tip broke, right?
No, I hate it. I hate that. I like touching tips, but I do not like breaking tips.
What? You like touching tips?
I have it in the video, man. I have it in the video.
Tips.
You asked me to touch tips.
That was our Paramotor Nation exclusive. Dave likes touching the tip. By the way, Craig Teeler, appreciate that that note right there. Gorilla loves footies. Yes, my wife made PPG Gorilla 2 t-shirts. One he wore in his video today that he released. It says I heart footies. So he didn't have the whole shirt exposed, but it does say I heart footies. He had his Gorilla banana pack on the front over it. And
you see Sarah's comment? Watching that landing, I looked like a kid playing a video game with how I was leaning away from the goal cage.
Hashtag no homo. All right. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So that tip broke. So so Dave reached out to a guy that's I don't know if he's really, I guess he's known in the paramotor community. He's
a little bit. He's an upstart.
He's got a YouTube channel just getting going here. It's about 7,000, almost 8,000 subscribers now. His name's Oglee, and Mr. Oglee is going to be fixing my tip. I guess those pharmacists know how to take care of the tip. He's going to put the right ointment on it. And but I also did reach out to Justin Fox of Fly My, what's that?
Clear prop.
I did reach out to Justin Fox at Fly My PPG, and he's got two more props. And one more set of props in the mail to me already. So we'll get off the ground here with the foot launching. I do like that new wing a lot. So I'm very excited to fly it. I guess we could talk later. I mean, a couple of people have reached out and asked me, what do I like better, the foot launching or the trike? We'll talk about that later in the show. I don't want to piss everybody off or half the audience off. So I did actually have my trike with me. So, hey, it's good not just to have a backup wing or backup motor, backup unit, everything. So we did make a great flight that Dave's going to be uploading here out of that park, but we did fly over another corn maze, not the corn maze in one of the other videos that I have. But
I didn't edit what you wanted to do to that corn maze, by the way.
What did I want to do to the corn maze?
You wanted to piss all over it.
I did, because I did want to piss all over it. That is true. I wanted to lean over the side of my trike and piss on it because it's a lot of Bengals stuff in there, and I'm not a Bengals fan. Hey, sorry. I think I pissed too many. I don't see too many people in the Bengals fans.
Hey, we just went from 50 viewers down to 3.
Oh, good. All right. Well, we're back on average. That's good. What else? So, yeah, we had that flight.
And that was a cool flight because we were actually talking on the phone and we exchanged. Well, I haven't given you my footage yet, and I need to do that, although I didn't catch the tail end of it.
Make me do all the work.
But yeah, I also need to give you the footage of today. And guys, we were actually talking back and forth so you can hear both of us.
Well, don't worry about today. Make your own on today because I've already got mine downloaded because I really wanted to play mine with a lot of music. Today was actually my 100th flight. So I started on September 11th of last year. Today is September 8th, I believe. Yes. And so I did make my 100th flight today. So although in the 100th flight, we had an amazing flight. I'm so excited for you to see these videos, mine and Dave's as well. The landscaping is absolutely gorgeous. We flew over a place called Caesars Creek, huge, huge lake. And as we've talked about, Dave is working at the Renaissance Festival here in Ohio. So we flew over the Renaissance Festival. I was able to see the famous RV of Trike Flyer. Thank you everybody. Thank you for the congrats. And it's really a cool area down there. It's really, really neat. And then we flew through some fields. And what was the line you used from Sky?
I flew through Beggar's Canyon, and I was blasting swamp rats with my T-16.
That's right. So that was awesome. Then we circled around a couple other places, and then on the way back, it was really weird what happened. And you talk about a guy that's having issues with motors and crap.
No, not motors.
Not motors?
No, you're not having issues with
this
motors.
Is a motor issue. No, this was a motor issue. So as we're
back, that's right. Yeah, it was.
This was a motor issue. So as we're flying back, and I'm talking to Dave, and you'll see this in the video because I will take it off the music, is that I go, Dave, I just lost power. I could feel myself lose power. I know what that feels like. But
I heard him say as I'm going down.
I didn't say that. I would never say, Dave, I'm going down. That's something will never come out of my lips. I'm never going down. Okay. What's up, Rip Man? Right in. Rippa. It's not Fireball, but it's Rippa. Okay. So anyways, that's right. So I got a loss of power, and then it came back on. And at this point, we're approaching the lake, heading back, this huge lake. So I think we were at I don't remember. I think we were like 1,400 feet AGL, and I climbed up to like 1,900 feet AGL just to make sure that if I did have a motor out, I was going to have enough glide to get across. Got up there, got across. We were doing fine. And then all of a sudden I hear this loud pop. I'm like, what the hell happened? And obviously I'm thinking, okay, it's a bolt or something. And we made it across. We made a safe. I never lost power or propulsion, I should say. I never lost anything there after I heard the pop. So we get back over to the field. I'm telling this whole story. No one's going to even want to watch the video. I'm kind of ruined the whole damn thing. Get over to the field, land. We're checking out everything, and the prop has some damage to it. But we had no idea, right, Dave? We had no idea.
I couldn't figure out what hit it. I thought you had a bird strike.
Thought it could have been a bird strike. I knew I didn't see a bird come by, but you might see a bird come by. I wonder if anybody in the chat's ever seen a bird fly right up to them and into their netting or anything like that.
I fly with vultures when I free flight.
Okay.
Seriously, right off my wingtips. There's been a few times where I've had vultures right off my wingtip.
So, what's up, Jeff Dean? How you doing, sir?
What's up, Rippin?
Tony's in there. Cross Country Adventures. Cross Country Adventures is not a new person to the show. Cross Country Adventures. We're getting a lot of name changes. Who is it? Kentucky Wingnut changed to what? I forgot what Wingnut changed to. It's like North Carolina Wingnut or something. And then
I'm fixing to go the footed trike flyer.
Yeah, you're not trike. Anyway, Cross Country Adventures used to be Hobbs Family Adventures, who coined the phrase "Stay safe but be crazy." Yes. So what's up, guys? What's up, Hobbs? Anyways, landed, checked everything out. We didn't see anything. I get back home. I'm taking the props off because this prop actually wasn't so bad. This prop can be repaired and is going to be repaired. And so as I'm looking through it though, and I'm cleaning off my motor and everything, and I'm just, checking it all out. I'm like, where's my ripcord? My ripcord is completely gone. So I took off, you have to help me here with some terminology. Let me show you what I got here.
Full start cord.
Yeah. I can't see myself here. Okay. So this is the part that goes over it. This goes in here, and you can look at this. Torn to crap right there. Torn to crap. And now this is the bolt that goes over the shaft. That's another word you won't hear me say too often is shaft. So I was feeling the shaft. God, this is terrible. Anyways, clear prop. But I talked to Tim Garvey. For those of you that know Tim's a fantastic guy, and he knows a lot about a lot of stuff. And the threading was okay. So what he's expecting is somehow this bolt spun out, released the cord, and that cord got out. And that's probably something must have happened, which is when I felt the loss of power. That cord came out, got into the prop, ripped the heck out of the prop, and probably the pull. What do you call the handle? The handle?
Yeah, pull handle.
Pull handle probably popped off from the force of that and went backwards and went through the prop, and that's what broke the prop. But all this has to be replaced. Because Fresh Breeze, you'll never have a problem with the Fresh Breeze motor. I forget who said that.
We have a good crumple zone on the prop.
It'll be up and running soon enough. And I should have those props in the next day or so. We'll be back up and running.
Well, as soon as you invite me over or you come over here, we'll fix that prop for you.
Yeah, we'll get it all done. Anything going? I haven't read the what's going on. Everybody's saying hi to each other. No, nobody wants to jump on. Damn it. I was hoping someone would jump on.
Well, that just means it's going to be a short show.
No. What else we got?
Whoa,
Wings.
man.
You got a new wing and a new motor coming.
I don't know what you're talking about, a motor.
You have a Moster?
Nope.
You don't? Oh,
That was a
what are you,
surprise.
Adam 80?
That was a surprise.
Oh.
Thanks. I'm done.
Whoops. That's going to be an awesome video. I can't wait to hear about what the big surprise is.
Well, now that you've said something, yeah, so I got a 25-meter Colorado, MacPara Colorado. It should be here in the next week or so. And then, yeah, guys, you heard it first directly from Paramotor Crazy. I got a new motor as well. I went out and got myself a MacPara 185. I chose it because they break down, so it'll fit right in the back of my truck. I am absolutely hating putting my motors on my little pad on the back of the truck. Believe it or not, I have dumped my nitro twice on that pad. It's come loose, and both times the safety strap saved it from hitting the ground, which is why I don't like putting my trike up on that thing either. So yeah, I ended up getting out and getting a McFly. McFly 185. I got it down in Louisiana through Matt Minyard, and I'll be posting a assembly video, unboxing assembly flight video. And I'll tell you what, guys, actually I can give two kudos. One to Matt Minyard. When I called him, he had this thing ready in 2 days and out the door. That included the reserve, that included the motor, and I've got 2 3-blade props coming in, one for the MacPara for the McFly, and one for the Nitro. So big kudos to him. And then, guys, again, Kyle O'Glee. Was talking to him the other day, and he was selling his little Adam 80, and it was a price that I just could not refuse, and ended up getting it. Yeah, I told you about that today. So yeah, I ended up doing that, and yeah, so big kudos to him. In fact, he's coming back from the coast right now. He was down there training. So got a couple motors in, and of course I've also got that new Nitro on the 150 centimeter prop. I haven't even flown that yet. So we've got a few things. I'm hoping one of those 3 motors will fit on my other trike, my light trike. So we'll see. Yeah.
Hey Dave, question for you.
Yeah.
So you know my son Brennan, right?
I have no idea.
You know my son Brennan. Everybody's seen Brennan on here. Do you want to meet his girlfriend?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Savannah. This is Savannah.
Hi.
Come on.
I feel really small.
This is Savannah.
Hello. How you crazy kids doing?
What?
How are you 2 crazy kids doing?
Good.
Good. Good.
All right, now Scram.
All right, let's go.
See you guys.
Well, very cool. Yeah, you need to brag on him a little bit there, Dave. Doing that whole flying thing.
So you're not, he doesn't have a flight tomorrow, right?
So it was supposed to be Thursday.
Okay.
They moved it to Wednesday.
All right. So his next
Going into
his next private's pilot's license lesson is Wednesday, not
Correct.
Thursday. Okay, so good. He's moving on. He's great. Oh, wait. Sarah says, hi, Savannah. There you go. Craig Taylor says, hello, crazy kids. All right.
Now, he was so excited when we went out there the other day and flew out of red, and he had just come back.
Yeah.
That was really cool to see.
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm talking about.
I got people watching,
Dad,
guys.
I bought you a-
Quiet. We're on live. I'm not drinking that crappy milkshake.
You know, if it's not the cats, it's the kids.
I know, right? It's like, I can't believe that cat hasn't jumped on here since we've been live.
Guys, we were pre-show, and just to the right of his mic, as you're looking at his screen, all of a sudden there was this like black thing just kind of like waving really slowly. I'm like, what the heck is that? And then he reached down, picked up the whole cat where you could see it.
I'd love to have Rip Man. I've never talked with Rip Man live. You know that? Rip Man, would you? I would
Yeah,
love.
Rip Man.
I mean,
We're calling you out, buddy.
We've talked through YouTube. I love watching his video, working on the video at Fly Swamp. But come on, jump on in, even for a few minutes. There's the number.
Yeah, come on, Rip Man. Let's get you on live.
But I mean, that's kind of the fun part is when we do have a lot of people on, we hear a lot of different perspectives and a lot of stories and what happened to you or how you fix things like that. I like that. Mitch asked before. I'm going to answer it. Mitch asked, is or when is Kurt Pfister going to be on the show? And I can pretty much say probably never.
I would do the interview.
Probably never.
And I'll have that in the background when I do. Right there. See?
What's that? Captain Crunch? Now, I think that ship is sunk.
I just want to ask him why his prop broke.
Why his prop broke?
Yeah. I mean, come on. He's responsible, right?
Yeah. You know what? Here's a good question for everybody. What do you like to see in videos? Do you like to, I mean, because there's a lot of people out there who have a lot of different styles. You know, you've got Tucker and you've got Kyle who like to talk through the videos. I think we both talk through our videos. Gorilla talks and probably does a mix of both.
I talk in music.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, I know when I was out at Dave Purdon's flying and I was talking with Mike Cotter, he says, I really wish you would shut the hell up. No, he didn't say it like that, but he likes more music in his videos. So I'm trying to do a blend, but you know, I'd like to know what people, I mean, you go back to Woody's video when he talks about what makes sex and violence. Anthony? That was awesome. Anthony Pierre says sex and violence.
I'm just kind of curious how you do sex and violence in a paramotor.
Figure it out.
Guys, my name's Trike Flyer, and if there are any females out there that would like to do some sex and violence in a paramotor, just go ahead and call me. My number is 555-1969.
Are you watching the chat at all?
No.
You're not? Okay. So Mitch says he would like to see you do some archery. Are you able to do some archery right now?
I will be doing some archery in Carolina here in a couple weeks. I've gotten a few private messages saying, hey, we want to see archery from the paramotor. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reach out to the FAA and I'm going to say, hey, what are the legalities of shooting a bow on my own property or over my own property, you know, with archery? In other words, I'm trying to do some trick shots, you know, here are my credentials. You know, is this legal? And if they give me the green light, I am actually going to put some balloons out on my lake, and I'm going to attempt shooting balloons.
Wow. Now, you don't think that the arrow would like hit the wind as you're flying past? And
oh yeah, it will
fly straight
Absolutely.
At it.
No, well, yeah, I'll be flying straight at it, but you'll still have some side load. And not only that, but the point of aim is different because gravity is working with the arrow. Also, the arrow is moving at a faster speed than it otherwise would. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of trigonometry and geometry that's involved.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking at the chat and it's reminding me, I do remember seeing Mark Honeycutt flying at Bad Apples 2 years ago with a blow-up doll. 2 years ago or 3 years ago with a blow-up doll. So there's some sex, and I think it was a hard landing, so it could be violence.
Jeff, I would love to go hog hunting from a paramotor. Actually, out in Texas, where I'm from, they have helicopters that you can go on and pay, and they will give you fully automatic weaponry and take you up in a helicopter, and you will blast hogs.
So undoubtedly, if we had either Kurt or Dell, and I don't like to give them too much attention either, by the way, and talk about them, but those would probably be very, very watched shows, and I think there would be a lot of interesting comments. I think there's a lot of other people that we could probably get more information from, and maybe not as much entertainment, but I don't. I don't want to support either one of them.
Well, before I start shooting a bow from a paramotor, which I could do very, very easily. Matter of fact, I have this one right here. This is a little short bow, Korean short bow. It'd be the one that I would shoot from the air because it's small. It's about 46 inches long, and it's very light, and I can use it with my throttle as well. But I want to make sure that I have exemptions or permission or something so that I can post that right in the front end of the video before I get turned in.
Oh, you got a message. So learning. Oh, I got a message too.
Did she really just say, unless it's disruptive, she better get her butt on here?
Here. Yes.
Gosh, she's so boring.
Don't say that. Wow, you're gonna get your ass kicked. I think Nicole's jumping in. Come on, Nicole.
When she comes in, guys, I'm gonna look her right in the eye and I'm gonna tell her she's boring.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna leave. No, guys, I absolutely love Nicole and Reason to death. They are two good people. So I like giving her shit. She and I get along really, really well.
So Rick, there's Tim Garvey. I like Fireball.
Tim, I agree. I watch a lot of the Fly Bubble, and I've actually thought about doing some sort of series like that. I really like the way they put those together.
All right, you gotta be quiet when Dave's talking. All right, so Brennan's actually about to ask Savannah to Homecoming, and like this is their song. So it's called Unbelievable, and the group is called Why Don't We? Remember when the groups were called like Genesis and Pink Floyd? Now it's called Why Don't We? So this is the sign he's about to show her to ask her to Homecoming.
Oh, that is awesome, dude.
Oh,
that is way cool.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. So there you go.
Should I ask her?
You should,
That Jersey Mike.
just make sure you're wearing protection. Yeah.
Not appropriate for air.
Not
to be
appropriate.
young again.
Not appropriate. Not appropriate. All right, go. We're doing a show here. Hey, Kurt and Velvet from Indiana, French Lick, Indiana. I met those nice folks. There they are in the
So
airport.
anyway, there was this girl named Nicole, and she thought she could fly a trike. Oh, hey, Nicole, how you doing?
Can you hear us?
I can now.
All right. What's going on?
How are you doing?
I
How
haven't
you
seen
doing?
in so long.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing. It's good to see your face. Look at that. You're at the airport.
Yeah, we're at the airport. We are at the Houston International Airport. We're about to board our flight, so I won't be able to stay on for very long, but we wanted to come on, say hi, let you guys know that we were thinking about you. And, hey, I'm at least getting to fly somehow.
There you go.
There you go.
I haven't been.
I gotta talk Dave's wife into stealing Dave when I come to Florida, so all of us can fly.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That'd be awesome.
I have had the privilege of flying with Rick and David at the same time, but
Nice.
unfortunately you weren't there, so
Yeah,
We have
we
to-
got to make that happen sometime.
we got to make that happen.
Well, it's good to see you.
I got to watch Nicole take off while I was flying. Remember that, Nicole?
Yes.
The takeoff of yours?
Yeah, I do.
We don't talk about that takeoff.
No.
But it was a great recovery. Yes, it was.
Took a lot of skill. We'll just call it that.
Look at Reasons even wearing your shirt.
Yep.
Look
The
at
new
this.
Phoenix in Flight shirts.
Are these for sale?
They will be, yeah.
All right.
Good.
Says
Put me
Phoenix
down
in
for two.
Fly. And this is the dry wick fabric, the dry fit fabric.
I like
I'm
it.
wearing one too, but I won't bore you with that. So, what are we talking about?
Oh, paramotors.
You missed Dave's epic. He went down today.
What?
What?
Yeah, Dave went down.
What?
What?
Smashed his prop.
Okay.
I mean,
So I've had 2 prop breaks on 2 different motors this week. But we'll talk about it
What?
later. I don't want to. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. We've already talked about it in the show. Yeah.
He didn't go down.
Watch the
The
replay.
engine never stopped. He was fine.
Okay.
Just watch the show later.
Oh, I
We'll catch-
will. Don't
We'll
worry.
catch up tomorrow.
That's fine. Yeah, call me tomorrow.
You got it. Sarah asked what type of, now that I've done 100 flights, what kind of milestone maintenance, aside from prop repair, do I have planned? Well, you know what? I don't think you stop doing maintenance. I don't, I've got a chart and the hours. So you don't stop doing your maintenance because you hit a milestone. Right, Dave? You agree with that?
No, I do, well, of course, my post-flight, my pre-flights, and then I do maintenance intervals at about 8 to 9 hours where I check everything.
Yeah.
And change my plug.
Yeah.
There's that too. Nicole and I, so we were talking about how much time you got, Nicole?
Let me see. I
In
can't
Texas?
see my watch.
Probably
Okay.
7:30.
I've got probably 10 minutes.
All right. So we were talking before. All
Mhm.
3 of us fly trikes and we all foot launch.
Mhm.
So and Nicole and I talked about this the other day, but we talked about what do we prefer, foot launching or trike? So we already know that Dave, trike flyer, prefers to foot launch because we've not seen a video of him in a trike. And I don't know if
That's not fair.
Right.
I flew a trike in February.
Yeah.
this year?
Where's the video?
It's online.
Now, if there's no video, that didn't happen.
No, it's online. I flew over the copper mine in Arizona on my 250.
Okay.
Do you remember how to fly a trike at this point?
Give me yours.
Ooh.
Won't take off.
Throwing down the gauntlet.
Unless you want to try to throw a prop starter with your hands, it's not going to take off.
Yes, I
Oh,
know
Lord,
how to
I've
fly.
got to hear about this now.
All right, we'll talk later. So, what do you prefer? So, Nicole, I think that's a good question. So, of trike flyers and foot launchers, what do you prefer and why? Go ahead, Nicole Phoenix.
Well, it depends on the day. Depends on the weather. So on those super hot, humid, no wind, the grass is wet, your wing is soaked mornings where it's, 85 by 7 o'clock in the morning, it's
Mhm.
time for a trike for sure. Now, if I'm on the beach or I have, 7 mile an hour winds and I have the opportunity to foot launch, then I'm 100% foot launch. It just depends on where I'm at and what I'm trying to accomplish that day,
Yeah, I
what the
I
winds
agree with
are.
that.
So, here the dew is so thick on the ground in the mornings, especially in the summertime, that literally the laying out my wing is the very last thing that I do prior to takeoff. And I try to take off as quickly as I can once my wing is laid out because it just gets sopping wet.
I got another question for you, Nicole.
Yep.
Tim Garvey is in the chat. Tim's becoming my savior every time my motor breaks. He's the first person I'm calling after I talk to whoever I'm around. And Tim today, oh God, Tim, I wish you filmed it. Tim had an epic flight. He took off just outside of Cleveland, just outside of downtown Cleveland, and he was up there with the blimp right near the Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Mhm.
Is that your flight? So, and here comes Bart Berry going to try to jump in. Hey, Bart. So Nicole did do an SIV course out. I'm sorry, I did it again.
I did a paragliding course.
Paragliding course with Chris Santacroce.
Mhm.
Okay, so of the trilogy here, paragliding, paramotoring on a trike, or foot launching, what do you prefer? Oh.
It's a hard one because I know which way I'm going.
I know it. Yeah, I'm going the same way you're going.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say free flight.
Free flight. There it is, Mr. Garvey. And Dave?
And
Yep. Free flight.
yeah.
And Tim said to me, the last time I saw him, he said, if you ever do free flight, you'll never want to put a motor on your back again.
It is so
That
true.
is the truth. That is the
And
truth.
honestly, honestly, you take a look at it from the aspect of trike flying to foot flying to free flight. It's the same thing. Trike flying, I love it, guys. I do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my problem is I don't have a proper carrier for a $12,000 machine. But when you start foot launching and are able to get in and out of small, little tiny LZs, be able to maneuver quicker, you start going to the foot. And then when you go to foot, if you ever try the free flight, you're hooked. And if you've got your choice that day between the three, you're going to pick free flight.
Mm-hmm. And I think what makes my answer as far as, you know, between trike and foot launch so difficult, or me saying that I just want to do what the weather is allowing, is because my trike unit is my foot launch unit. It literally just snaps in with 2 pins. So I still have weight shift. I still have all of that maneuverability. There's no drag. I have very small tires. I have the racing wheels. So for me, it's my same unit. The seat feels the same regardless of whether I'm in my trike or a foot launch.
Yeah, I've got a light trike sitting at home from Blackhawk. And out of these 3 motors I now have, I'm going to see which one will fit on that. And it'll give me a third trike. And that one I know goes on the carrier. Plus it breaks down. So I can just throw it right in my truck.
Right.
So Tim put a comment on here. Nicole, I know you can't read the comments. So Tim put a comment.
No, I can't.
I flew for 4 hours. Can you imagine being in the air for 4 hours? I flew for 4 hours at the Ridge today. So peaceful, but I love foot launching. Hate trike. So it's called Edgewater Park. And actually, I proposed to my wife just over at the boathouse there, Tim. I forget the name of the restaurant, but it's called the Boathouse. No, I mean, I think there's another name, but it's also called the Boathouse. But yeah. Oh, wow. How amazing is that? 4 hours.
That's pretty amazing.
4 hours. That's got to be a heck of a workout on your arms.
Although I've been up for a little shy of 2, and my arms were really tired. And so is my body.
Yeah.
Tim is one of the toughest guys I know. He doesn't just foot launch. He puts a 74-pound Fresh Breeze monster on his back and foot launches. Are you kidding? I can barely pick that thing up. Well, that's because I'm a weak little snot, but he's amazing.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You guys hear me at all?
What's the plan? You're going out there like we talked about for a couple days and then coming back?
I'm on my way back now.
Oh, you're on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we flew out. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. Yeah, we flew out Friday night late, and we arrived at 10 o'clock or something like that, and we were in Arkansas for all of 40 hours, like straight.
Oh, man.
And I mean, less than 2 days. It was a very rushed trip, but we were going to see Reason's father, who has recently turned 80 years old, and we just want to make sure that we're spending as much time with him as we possibly can. And then my grandmother, who has recently turned 78, so she and I share a birthday, so that's kind of cool. And so just trying to spend time with family while they're still here to spend time with.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
What's up, Bart Barry?
Not much, guys. How you doing?
Hey, he's got audio.
I do. I think it's working.
Yep.
I think sometimes I got really bad internet connection, though, so I'll probably lose you, to be honest with you. But I'm trying.
Oh, it's good to see you, buddy. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I actually just landed. I don't know if you guys can see Graham back here. We went up tonight. So,
nice.
Man, this is the second flight now. I haven't videotaped any of them. I feel terrible, but yeah.
Your doctor's going to see it and get pissed off at you.
What's that?
Your doctor's going to see your video and get pissed off at you.
Oh, no, that's why I was telling everybody to be quiet. I said that could end ugly. That was from that's from my wife too. She wasn't home when I went up. So. That could have got ugly. But I'm telling you what, guys, I feel really good. So I had to try it. Right? It was a beautiful day. Craig Couch, I think you guys know him. He came down.
Craig's in the chat.
He took off, and I was like, man, I gotta go. I can't stay here and watch anymore. So yeah, sure did.
Good for you. Well, take it slow, but good for you.
Will do.
Nah, don't take it slow, man. Go push yourself to the edge.
Yeah,
oh, Nicole, you have that look on your face like somebody crazy just went by.
Bart was very, very kind. He offered, after he saw my video, he offered me to borrow his one of his paramotors. But
Yeah, absolutely.
I said these things come in threes, though. So I've already had 2 accidents this week. I don't want it to be a third one on your unit.
I'm
I
not
don't know,
worried.
Dave. We may have to stop flying together if you're going to keep this up.
Well, I'm convinced that you and Kyle Lowe are sabotaging me so he can fix more props and make more money.
Well, yeah, Southern boys stick together. Come on now.
So, Bart, you're feeling better?
Oh man, I feel amazing. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you. You know, we both fly the Fresh Breeze, yeah. So
Yes.
How did that full starter rope come off? That seems so strange to me.
Well, that's an interesting question. And Tim I was asking Tim Garvey to come on the show, but he just writes, "Me and the wife are in our underwear. Maybe next time." And Dave, before Dave does it, I'm gonna say, Dave, do not. Dave was about to go ahead and type back to that. Well, then how about just your wife come on the show? So
No, hey, whoa,
don't
whoa,
write
whoa.
that, Dave.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't even know. No, I don't know Tim that well that I can even, nuh-uh.
Tim is an awesome guy. He's a great guy.
He is great.
Yeah.
Little did I know it when I was at Dave Purden's Fly and he was critiquing my landings and giving me feedback. Nice landing there, Dave. Is that a new style?
That's awesome.
I mean, he's at the far end of the field in his RV and he still can see me at the other end. I'm like, damn it. He's awesome.
Well, I don't know. You were at the far end of the field the other day when I slid and landed on my knees. My wing came crashing down in front of me.
Yeah.
I was watching your video and you said something to us like, oh, slide, oh, wipe out or something like that.
Did I?
Yeah. And I was way across the other side.
Yeah. I didn't see that footage. So your question was, how did that happen?
Yes.
I don't know. And Tim, if you want to put it in the chat, I'm not sure what you think happened because Tim has looked at the pieces now and I've shown him pictures and we've talked a little bit about it. But somehow what we're thinking is this is the nut that goes around the shaft and somehow it unraveled because the threads are okay. And then from there, I guess it just ripped the cord out. Must have gone through the prop and pulled it right through. So I don't know if
Imagine
really
that's the prop hard.
Yeah, and it didn't. It's not like it's something that happened. What's going on with my screen here? It's not like it happened it was about 40, almost 50 minutes into the flight, Dave. I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was every bit
really
of 50
weird.
Into it.
Like you would think that was something that 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be my pilot error, but in this case I can't say it was because everything was flying.
Yeah.
You know what? It was pilot error because in my mind I was thinking to myself, boy, everything's really not running nicely. I never should have said that out in my mind.
Jinxed it. Yeah. You
Totally.
jinxed it.
I mean, it was like 2 weeks ago. I was driving my car going, boy, the car's really driving nicely. I don't have a check engine light on. Nothing's going wrong. And then the next day I wrapped it around a utility pole.
Yeah, you crashed it.
Good me.
You gotta stop saying that stuff.
Yeah.
So this came apart and went through your prop while you were flying?
So this all stayed inside of the casing, right?
Mhm.
So this was all in here. I had to take this out. But the cord came out. I'm assuming once the cord was ripped apart and came out, that went through the prop, caught the prop, shot through, and it popped off the handle. And then the handle went back and hit the prop. And it's what busted the prop. But it's not a huge bust. It can be repaired.
It's a hit, but it's completely fixable. It looks to me like the leading edge of the prop hit the handle square.
So
and
here's
just it hit it hard.
And here's what Tim writes. He goes, I'm thinking the rope broke and wedged behind the bell housing. This is the bell housing here that got ripped. And stopped the housing rotation, which unscrewed the bolt. Yeah, that could be. It broke. There you go. It broke.
But in flight.
In flight. In
How
flight.
high
Over
up
a
were
lake.
you?
What's that?
Over a lake.
No, I
Over
wasn't
a
over the
lake.
lake. No, we weren't over the lake yet.
Yeah.
We were approaching the lake, and actually, yeah. So it was threaded, locked blue. I was approaching the lake. We were about 1,000 feet or so, and I felt the power lossage. And then we had gone over the lake. So now we were past the lake when I heard the prop strike. And I didn't lose power. In fact, you can see when you see the blade of the.
He muted himself.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Sorry, I must have hit something
There
on the
you go.
keyboard. I don't know how I did that. Here is, so like on this side, you can see there's a little scratch there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just a little, it's not too bad. It's definitely repairable.
It's the leading edge.
And then
It collapsed the leading edge, but it can be rebuilt.
that's the inside. That's what was left of the severed rope on the inside. So that's the shaft there in the middle. So,
Hey, David,
yes.
do you turn the top screw in or out to lean the mixture on a air conception? We've had some problems here.
I don't
I think
have
you
an
turn
air
it in,
conception.
right?
Oh, Dave, trike flyer, Dave.
Do
I
what
was
now?
asking the other day. Yeah. Do you turn that top screw in to make it leaner or out?
On which motor?
The
It's
nitro.
the Tornado, but it should be the same as your Nitro.
Tornado. Let's see here. I believe it's clockwise. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Scary. You
Sorry
scared
to be
him.
such a pain in the butt, right?
That's
Yeah,
how he
he's
rolls.
trying to look it up for us.
Scary Barry, and he scared him away.
Guys, I've got to board my flight. So
Oh no.
it's been great talking to you guys, but
Okay.
we're going to have to run.
All right. How's Reason feeling? How's his back?
He's doing okay.
All right.
He's making it through these flights.
Good. Cool. All right. Thank you, Phoenix and Flight, for joining us. See you, Reason.
Alrighty. Bye.
See you, buddy. And Bart. Oh,
Yeah.
Tim says in to lean a Walbro.
It's the knockoff. Does that matter too much? Should be the same, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I think Dave had to go drop a deuce. And Anthony Peregrino is saying in to lean out the Richin.
Perfect. That's what we're going to do. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Okay, you can't leave me too. I can't do the show alone. So what else are we going to talk
Where
about?
am I going?
Huh? I got to go, Bart. It's all yours. See you later. Have a good night. You're running the show now. See ya.
All right, you got it. Hey, guys, Gary Barry coming at you.
So did you take any videos of there comes Dave.
I wasn't ready for that.
All right. I wanted to make sure I had it right. Clockwise is lean. Turn it
Perfect.
clockwise
Thank
and
you.
put it lean.
Perfect. Are you kidding me? What an idiot. All right, he wants to know if you can see that. You serious? Is that Rich or Lee? Dude, that is Rich. Rich. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Sorry to.
You're fine. So before Nicole jumped on, I was starting to mention Kurt and Velvet Doherty. So I met Kurt and Velvet at Dave Purdon's. Very nice, sweet couple. They actually trained with Kyle Lowe. And actually, Kurt won his motor at EFD. So they started training. And I think Velvet also said they've also worked with Michael Mixer a little bit. So we're looking, and it says here Kurt's wing ships tomorrow. So we're looking to see looking forward to seeing them doing some high spirals here very soon. Scary. How many motors do you have now? How many motors?
Currently in the garage right now, I own 2, but in here right now there is, I don't know if you can see, there's 5.
Okay. Wow. That's fun.
Nice. How you liking that
Including
280?
this big dog right here. Man, before I had this happen, I was flying it quite a bit, and I absolutely love it. It's got a ton of power. There's no doubt. You're getting one, right? You're putting it in a different frame.
Well, I just bought a Nitro XL. It's on the 160 centimeter hoop. It's a 150 centimeter prop, and I'm trying to find somebody that sells the Tornado engine, the 3-blade prop, and the throttle, because I want to take that 200 off, put the 280 on it.
Yeah.
So,
well, we've got there's 3 or 4 here, Graham. 4 tornadoes right now.
No, 3 tornadoes.
There's 3 tornadoes, and each one of them are different. None of them are the same.
really,
So even the hoops are not interchangeable. It's kind of a weird thing that we've been messing with. So
yeah.
I have no idea what's going on. But we have 2 of the 3-blade props, and then of course mine's just a 2-blade. But there's a ton of power. You're not going to be dissatisfied with that. They're amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in no hurry to do it. Like I said, I'm just trying to find somebody that can sell the engine and the accessories, and I've been trying to get Laurent on the line, but I guess he's on vacation this month to make sure that everything will bolt in. And if it does, then yeah, I would probably use that combination as a cross-country rig.
I wonder if somebody's selling one that maybe is butt landed and the cage is no good. You could just pick up a good motor that way.
Yeah, I've actually thought about getting up there and asking.
Dave, everybody in the chat's wondering why they're hearing crickets.
Oh, so I have pet crickets on board. I feed them every day, and I love the sound of crickets. So,
what do you feed crickets?
Humans.
Speaking of feeding humans, since Bart has died, how many times again have you died, Bart?
17 big ones.
Which makes him a zombie.
Gee.
It does make me a zombie, yeah. I'm one of the healthiest zombies you ever want to meet. I don't want to eat no brains, nothing like that. I'm still good with pizza and cheeseburgers, which I can't have that either.
Well, I was going to invite myself over to fly one of his nitros, but forget it now.
He just told me he's selling one of them. Graham's selling one if you're interested. $7,000.
If I buy one more, I already have like 5 foot launch and 3 trikes.
Oh my God. Well, one more. It isn't going to hurt you. It'll just be another 1 point.
I used to collect guns, and now it's paramotors.
He really does have crickets as a pet.
I honestly do have crickets on board.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I hear them.
Oh my gosh, that's bleeding.
John says I would like a new foot launch unit, but I like being married too. Sarah says catfish like crickets. Just saying. They also like June bugs, and Sarah loves June bugs. We ought to have her on the show sometime and tell us about the June bugs.
All right, Bart. Do you ever think you're going to foot launch again?
Oh, absolutely. I want to do it right now, but the problem is they split this bone right here. I have 3 broken ribs, so putting weight on my back is a little bit more than I can do right now. So October, I'm hoping I need 16 weeks. I need 16 weeks to heal, and then I'm hoping to give it a try. So probably not until next spring now that I can fly the trike. So I'll probably do it next spring.
Okay.
How about you? How bad is yours down? Is it flyable at all?
As soon as I get a prop, which will hopefully be in the next day or 2, it'll be fine.
What happened with that? What happened?
Watch the beginning of the show.
Sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
What was it the video you saw? You saw the video today.
One thing I seen was it lose power. I didn't know if you let go or if it...
No, I was saying earlier, it's one of 2 things. Either I came off the throttle or I didn't warm it up properly. That's my guess. So But the good news is this: is when you make a mistake, and anytime I've ever made a mistake, I've never made that same mistake again. So
I wish
won't
I
happen
could say
again.
that. I keep making them all the time. Same one.
Oh, Sarah had made a comment earlier. She likes to see videos where you learn things. Well, I think if you watch my videos, you will learn a lot of what not to do. So that's keep
It's
watching.
about the same for me too.
But Bart, do you have any? So I guess, Bart, real briefly, just because I know there's like some 40 people watching right now. For anybody that doesn't know Bart Berry, do you want to just briefly, and if you don't want to go into all the details, just tell a little bit of what happened to you recently? And Bart's got a YouTube channel. Why don't you mention the name of it too?
Just under Bart Berry. Yeah, I go by Scary Barry. Hey guys, what's happening? Scary Barry, that's me.
That's you.
So that's me. So if it's I don't do any kind of acro, nothing like that. That's more for my buddy Graham Detling. He does that kind of stuff. But I just go up there and talk and tell it like it is. But yeah, I recently I've flown the Fresh Breeze Monster now for going on. This will be 6 years that I've flown that. And I recently picked up the Tornado 280 and trained into that. And I have maybe 20 flights on that now. And I had a heart attack. So kind of put a kibosh and all that. I'm not supposed to really be flying, I guess, until October. But I feel great. So we went up last week a little bit. And I went up tonight, and everything seems to be going good. And I'm flying the trike, obviously, because it's so much easier to bring up with the A assist and things like that. So I don't know. Is that what you wanted to know? Does that answer your question?
I thought people would like to know who the heck is standing outside of his garage here on the show. But yeah, if you have not subscribed to Bart Berry's channel, definitely go check it out. Subscribe to it. It's got some great videos on there. We were talking about Tim Garvey also. If you look up Tim Garvey on YouTube, he's got some great videos, some maintenance videos, a lot of paragliding videos, a lot of good stuff there as well.
I would like to say something, if I may, about Tim, if I could.
Sure.
I had a lot of problems with my Fresh Breeze when I got it, and I didn't get a whole lot of help. I tried a lot of things, and I'm not real super mechanically inclined. But just to make it short, Tim got a hold of my machine, and he fixed that for me free of charge. What an amazing guy, and it's ran fine ever since. And he's always been there to answer any questions I have. So I want to shout out again to Tim. He's just an amazing man, and he has no idea what he did for me to get me back up in the air. Just a great guy. Great guy.
Mm-hmm. He is. He helped me on mine as well when I had a motor out a couple weeks ago. And he even today just offered to say, hey, if you want to bring your stuff up here, I'll fix it. So,
he's just that kind of guy. He's just super guy.
He is. And I'm actually going to fix it myself. But he said, I'll be on the line with you every step of the way. Again, he's that kind of guy. I feel like it's probably not going to be the last time it happens to me. So I probably should learn how to do all this stuff. Like Dave said today, he's going to teach me how to fix my prop. So next time that happens, I can do that as well. And actually,
tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I mean, I'm going to fix your prop anyway and show you how to do it. But when you do that with him on the phone and you're digging into that, putting it back together, can I come over?
Sure. Absolutely.
I would love to. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I've done it one time. Fixed the prop.
Really? How'd that work out? Do a good job?
Still flying. Yeah, still working.
Yeah. And then you got to make sure it's balanced, right? So.
Yeah, I got to get a prop balancer. That's the one thing that I'm lacking. But that's easy enough.
Balance it on your finger. That's the way to do it, right? That's the professional way to do it.
Actually, on a skewer as well. Anything with some real low friction. You get it close enough anyway.
So Fly Swamper says, something I've had a hard time finding are examples of good prop balancers. I've seen the ones that look like a triangle with a little tube in the middle. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it, no.
I did, Anthony.
Yes. Go ahead, Trike Flyer, answer that.
So Anthony says somebody should make a video repairing a prop with super glue and baking soda. Actually, up on my channel, I did. There is a video of me repairing my nitro prop with baking soda and glue and kind of taking you through it, what I'm doing and why. So if you're not subscribed to Trike Flyer, guys, please subscribe. I would love to see you there.
There you go.
Johnny Hour says plumbing tube. I've actually heard of somebody using or making a prop balancer, a plumbing tube and some sort of round wire or something. They ended up making a prop balancer.
Okay. Shh. Scram. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Cross Country Adventure says, I think Oglee made his own. Yeah, he did. And that's actually Kyle balanced my one that I repaired on that video that I posted. He balanced that prop for me.
Wow. 50% of his prop is baking soda nowadays. Is that
It's not
possible?
strong. We actually use that in RC airplanes, baking soda glue mixture.
So-
And it's, I don't know if it's stronger than steel, but I mean, it is stout stuff.
So I don't know if Tim Garvey is still on or not. I mean, 15 minutes ago, he said him and his wife are in their underwear. So hopefully
Hey,
he's
Dave,
not.
if you were naked in your underwear with your wife, would you still be online?
No,
There you go.
I'm assuming Tim is not here. And if Tim is still watching, that's a problem. But
It's called multitasking.
now I lost my. Oh, so Tim was.
Sorry.
I think it was Tim that was. I'm pretty sure. Was it Tim? Tim was saying it to me that if you're new to foot launching, yeah, I think it was Tim. Get wooden props, cheap wooden props to start off with. What do you think of that?
That's what my instructor told me. He said, "Don't go to carbon until you've got a lot of flights underneath the belt. Mainly because the cost of the prop is about half.
$365, I can tell you.
Yeah, for any one of my motors, a wood prop is going to be somewhere around 240, 260, and carbons are, 390, 350, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Bart, have you broken any props?
no, just nick. I had a nick out of the one that I repaired, but I have not broken any. I broke my face. I broke my leg. I broke everything else, but I didn't break a prop.
Took a heart attack, sternum, everything's been broken, but not the
Had
prop.
a heart attack. But no broken props, so I guess I'm lucky, right?
I think we should change. We were talking about this earlier, Bart. I was talking to Dave, and I said you got to change the name of your channel. It can't be Trike Flyer anymore. Or
I really think. Okay, hey guys, let's take a vote real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but guys, if you want to see me change my name over to the Footed Trike Flyer, put a comment in there.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
What a Trike Flyer. But Bart, we should change your name from Scary Barry to Bionic Bart.
Bionic Barry. I love it.
Bionic Barry, Bionic Bart.
Great.
Why
I love
not?
it. Better, faster, quicker, stronger. That is me.
New and improved.
Oh. So is that serious, Bart? 17 times.
I died 7. So, no, I was. That's the shock. I still got burns on me from where they shot me so many times, but yeah. So 17 times, 18th time I came back, and because I asked them, I said, well, "How would you keep doing that?" Right? You see the TV shows, and it's like, "Let this one go, call the time," And she said, "Well, as long as you were coming back, we were going to keep shocking you." So luckily, I had an amazing group of people there that do a really good job, and they love their work, and they saved my life. Amazing people.
Awesome.
Wow. Whew.
Good, buddy. 9 lives plus a couple.
Yeah, it
more.
was supposed to be. I thought they were just gonna do a stint, but no, I guess not. So I woke up in bed tied down with a breathing
that happens
tube. I didn't even know where I
all the
was. So. It does, yeah.
It's not a bad thing, man.
I tried to make it fun, but it was.
So
yeah, but I'm back at it now, guys.
That's awesome. Awesome. Good for you. Good for you. So there's the flying cowboy right there.
Hello, guys. This is the what is it? This is a flying cowboy. I kind of
Get
like
a yeehaw out of there.
yeehaw.
Rough flyer.
We
Rough
got
flyer.
it.
The rough flyer.
We're gonna go mosey on
all
down to the
these names.
store down there and get ourselves some beer.
You're getting a lot of names, which means no one really likes the Trike Flyer name anymore.
No, I don't think they do.
I will say this. I would rather be Trike Flyer than Paramotor Crazy. I think that was the stupidest name I ever came up with.
No. I love Paramotor Crazy.
How do you
Not
feel?
only do I
think
like,
Paramotor-
or actually, not only do I love the guy in a non-homo way, but I love the name.
Hashtag non-homo. Josh. Josh Perry says hashtag non-homo. The cricket flyer, Rokon. I like that. Cricket flyer.
The cricket flyer.
Rough
It
Rider.
seems like every video has those crickets in it. They never shut up. There's about 20 of them.
Craig Taylor, Rough Rider.
Rough Rider. Rough Flyer. That's not a knife. Oh, hey, let me show you what I got today.
What'd you get? Oh, that's nice.
That is a Damascus knife.
Yes, it is. Was someone selling it at the show?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Tip toucher.
Just to back it up, because, if you have your left hand fighting knife, you got to have your right hand fighting knife.
Well, okay.
So, nice little punch knife. And
Bart, what do you carry with you when you're flying?
What's that?
I was asking Bart what he carries with him when he's flying.
Not much. I got my phone to take selfies, and okay. I got a little good luck charm that a friend of mine gave me not too long. Well, when I first started. And
how's that working out for you?
Yeah, right. Maybe I should get a new one, I think. But yeah, I've had it ever since. But that's about it. That's all I carry. I don't carry much else. A little pouch with that in it.
Okay. You don't do like any dental floss? I do dental floss. I keep a knife. I keep a small bottle of baby powder in case I get chafed. No, to check for the wind.
I don't carry any of that stuff, I guess. Maybe I should. It all sounds like a great idea.
Bottle of water.
Oh, there you go, Mitch. Click, click, boom. It was Saturdays when the kids go out to play. I was up in my room. There you go. Click, click, boom.
Her dad's not watching. Did she say yes?
Yeah, if anyone was wondering,
she said yes. She said yes.
Woo!
There you go. The man.
What is the dental floss for?
Well, to clean your teeth. Of course.
Well, obviously. Why wouldn't you do that when you're flying?
When I fly with him,
let's say
when I fly with him and I look over at him, he's over there cleaning his teeth and brushing his hair. And I mean,
you're kidding. Yeah. Please tell me you're kidding.
No, dental floss. Dental floss. If you ever fly into a tree, the dental floss is there to lower the dental floss down to someone on the ground for them to tie a rope for you, and then you can pull it back up the rope so you can lower yourself down.
Or you could just not land.
I'm not going to land in any tree. I'm just going to do that. No trees. It's a good idea. Good idea.
I think Elena does it. I started doing it a long time ago after I flew into the tree. But
actually, Elena used her reserve last time.
That's right. She did. That was really smart. That was a really good story. So if you haven't seen Anthony or listened to Anthony Vella's podcast with Elena, that was a really good podcast. So we haven't had any, well, Bart's a guest tonight. Bart was an unscheduled guest, but, last minute I sent him a message saying I'd love to have you on tonight. But we haven't had any scheduled guests on for a week or two now. The last one was actually Jeff Goyne. It seems so long ago. Jeff and Anthony was before him. So Larry will be back next week. We got a really cool two guests coming up in the next 2 weeks. We've got Larry DeSico from Para Orange Products. But after that, Bart, hey, Bart, have you ever heard, Bart? Hey, Bart? Bart, you there?
I'm losing you.
No, I'm not losing you, man.
Yeah, sorry, I was losing.
Have you ever heard of, you've heard of, obviously, the USPPA, right?
Yes.
Of course. Have you heard of the GPPA?
GPPA? No, I have not.
Bart, you've got in 2 weeks, you're going to have to watch this show. The GPPA is the Galactic Powered Paragliding Association. The Galactic. Yes. Kevin Woodward is a genius. Genius. He flies out of Michigan. He is the president, CEO of the Galactic Powered Paragliding. He's going to teach you how to fly without holding brakes. That thing that I just broke, the propeller, you don't need a propeller to fly. He's going to go through all that with you.
I'm not going to believe you now.
State of the art. No, this is serious, man. State of the art. No one's going to want to miss the episode with the GPPA. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your life.
I will make sure I'm there. I'll be there.
And if you haven't liked on Facebook, the GPPA Facebook, you definitely should check it out. Change your life.
I'm I'm going to do it, but you know what? I think you're pulling my leg, but I'm going to go look.
Oh, his training is 30 minutes. He slaps a sticker on you, and you're a pilot.
It sounds about like the training I had. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean that. Not you. Not you.
Dave, take over.
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, I don't even know what to say after that. Here, hold on. I'm coming up with something.
I'll be right back. There's my.
Well, you going to say hi?
What's up?
Promote your channel? Can my buddy Graham say something about his channel?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a brand new guy, but he does a lot of wing overs, does a lot of fun stuff that I don't do. I've been
But
flying with him.
Before he does that, I've got a word from our sponsor.
You got it, bud.
Here, hold on for a second. I'm bringing it up. Oh,
Grammarly.
let's see here. Hold on. We've got a word from our sponsor coming up. And oh,
Perfect words
maybe.
that make your writing sharp or
Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother.
I want to
All right.
congratulate, well, not congratulate yet, but a pre-congratulations to Yankee in SC1, who's about to be a granddaddy. I'm not sure, Yankee, if it's the first time or no, this isn't the first time, but no, is it? It might be the first one. I think I just saw it's your first. And Bart, had open heart surgery 4 years ago today. There you go. Yankee's the man.
Hey,
Doing well.
Halstead.
While you were away, Bart had asked if he could pull his buddy on and flag his channel.
Sure, I don't care. I've had it. The more videos we get to watch, the more we can laugh at.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
Guys, this gentleman is Graham Detling. I'm going to let him talk to you for just a minute. He's actually the one that showed me a lot on the Tornado, did a lot of my training with this guy. So he's a good guy. Let him talk to you for a minute.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
hey, Graham.
I think I closed it. Hang on. You there?
We're here.
You there? Yeah.
It's a great idea, Josh Perry. Go ahead, Graham. We're waiting for you.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Bart, I should try to.
So,
Can you hear
Graham.
me?
Yeah, Graham, can you hear us? Uh-oh.
Can you hear you?
Graham, you ruined the entire show.
You getting me?
We're hearing you.
I'm
Can you hear
sorry.
us?
My
So,
bad.
So,
Yeah, I can hear you.
So Bart was saying that you do a lot of acro?
Getting into it. I wouldn't say just practice and learn things like that. On Woody's level, you know.
So I can hear.
Here and there.
Nope, you're cutting out.
What about you guys? You doing it?
No, I
Can
do.
you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking in and out. Yeah, my high risk stuff is just flying with Dave. That's as high risk as I get.
We played
Right.
chicken today.
Yeah, just like flying at each other, see who turns last.
We
Yep.
did. No, yeah.
Yep, we totally did.
He went high, I went low. Oh,
There you go. Have you done a wingtip touch yet?
We don't discuss touching tips online.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Me and Bart touched tips for the first time the other day. It was real special.
Yeah, I had my first wingtip touch
right
with
there is why
no,
the show was labeled Hot Sexy Topics. Thank you, Graham. We were looking for a reason, and there it is. Hot Sexy Topics was the name of the show.
Nick Rashada was my first tip touch.
Nice. That's special. You know, when you do that, that really creates a bond there.
It does.
So actually, when the first night we flew, and I was on my Atom 80 with that Spider 324 Spider 324 meter. We almost touched tips. Dave was coming in. We were and he was getting closer, but he said, "Boy, that's a big tip," and he shied away. He was frightened by it.
I was coming in too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that can get scary at first, you know, when you're not sure how to deal with it like that.
What was Bart's
I
tip
need to
like?
go get another beer.
Coming in real quick.
You know, if you're slipping and you're sliding all over the place and coming in hard and backing
Yeah.
up, pushing back. I mean,
You get to
Get this
breathe and
cut.
heavy for sure, and yeah, it gets tricky. Get real
Dave
flustered,
said-
nervous.
we're going to be demonetized.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. Brennan just said this show just went into an after dark.
Wild and sexy. People like that, man. It sells. People like that. What in the heck?
We could
So
we
not-
actually
not
we were pretty close.
You guys fly with reserves or?
Fuck that.
Do what?
Do we fly with reserves? I will eventually.
Yeah, I do.
My son is saying, "Dad, you always fly with protection."
Dave, do you not fly with reserve?
Why I'm getting hassled here in my own home. What's that?
You
gotta
not
use
fly with a reserve?
You do?
You don't?
I don't yet, but I will. So my
Okay.
trike, you can't really hook up a reserve to my trike as far as I know, but I'm sure we can figure out a way. And then I will
Yeah,
get one
buddy.
for my foot launching unit.
Had I known that the other day when we were going to do that tip touch, I wouldn't have come anywhere near you.
Yeah.
There you have
Okay.
Something
Touch-
bad happens. Ooh, yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
Figure it out.
That can be scary stuff. Honestly,
Alright,
I just
well.
started flying with reserves not terribly long ago, so I can't really say much about it. But I just wanted to have them just because of doing acro stuff, wingovers and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did one from my solo, and I've never flown with that one.
Yeah.
Rick Wetzel says he doesn't fly with one either, and
Really
not sure
depends
why
on
we
the type
don't.
of flying you're doing.
Wayne Mitchler, my power instructor. He's one of the, as far as I'm concerned, grandfathers at Paramotor, and he's been in it that long. He knows all the top names. They're good friends. He told me before I sold, he goes, you don't need to fly with a reserve. We're putting up in the early morning. We're putting up in the late evening. No problem. And my question to him was, well, okay, that's great. The air is smooth. We're flying in optimum conditions. But what happens if a plane comes through and I hit wake? What happens if I scoop up a bird of prey? What happens if a line breaks or, something that I can't control?
A dragon comes out of nowhere and bursts fire on your paramotor wing.
Right?
That could happen.
It happens to me, so.
Especially over the Renaissance festivals. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, my other
Yeah.
nickname is Toothless. So.
So Nick says you could do a chest mount. You could have a chest mount reserve.
I've seen the lap mount. I don't know about chest. Yeah, I just got the two side mounts that go on my harness, but they kind of zip on where the pockets used to be.
Craig Taylor says,
Tim,
what
maybe you and I
happens
can talk about that tomorrow. Tim Garvey, do you fly with a reserve when you're flying your paramotor?
Actually, Tim
See what
Garvey
the
just said,
answers
I always fly with a reserve. Don't listen to Kurt.
Yeah.
And and in Wayne's defense, because I respect the hell out of Wayne. His, like a lot of other instructors, is that for a new solo pilot, a reserve become a lot more liability than it can ever become a help. Because at that point, you're new in the air, you're already freaked out. You've got a reserve. Something happens, you're going to toss that reserve and probably kill yourself. So
Right.
I get that aspect, but once you start getting out of that 5, 10, 15 flights, I just think it's a great insurance policy. They weigh 4 or 5 pounds, and you probably will never need it. But that time that you need it and you don't have it, you're going to wish you had it.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I mean, you're about $1,000 purchase price, but yeah, like you said, pretty cheap insurance policy. It's going to be a lot cheaper than any medical bills. That's
No, actually, no, they're more like around anywhere from about 400 to 600 for a good reserve.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I must have got ripped off then.
Yeah. Well, unless
suppose
you've got a
it's funny.
steerable. I mean, if you've got a steerable type reserve and stuff like that, yeah, they're going to start running pretty high. But
I
for just
bought
a
a Champion SQR, and then I've got a Ozone Angel. I think
I've got an Angel on my free flight.
Okay, yeah. I think that one I got with a motor when I purchased it. I had bought the Champion Square myself, but I think it was more by the time you got the pocket put on and the bridles and all the malleons and things attached. It was about $800-900. I think we got into it, but yeah, still cheaper than any
I've got the Angel on my free flight, and all my
Hmm.
paramotors carry just a simple round. You know, I'm going to hit pretty hard, but not as hard as I otherwise would.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, plus they're supposed to be more reliable for the opening and everything. So
Yep.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Josh Perry, and Josh, I just put a note in there. If you could, I don't have Facebook. What information? So Josh got a.
You guys are terrible.
He got a reserve from Kyle Lowe last week. I don't know if this is the same one, but he says he has one that mounts, or he saw some information that it mounts to the cage of a trike. So I would like to see that.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
again, if anybody's seen like Nicole Flyer, if you look at the thumbnail that I posted on Facebook, you'll see that Nicole has, and Rick Davies also has the type of trike where you're sitting in the seat, but your hang points are attached to you. Where mine is the cage that comes over, and the hang points are up here. I'm held in by a seatbelt, and that's it. So that's why I've been wondering, how do I get this reserve to attach to that, or do I have to wear something myself, or I'd have to unclip my seatbelt?
No, we could attach a reserve to yours actually pretty easily. It would attach to your trike, not to you. So you're
Yeah.
going to ride the trike.
That's fine.
But yeah, I have one on my 250. It mounts down on my side.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Josh,
I've got
if you
the
don't-
harness. I've got the harness like you said, but with yours, yeah, we could attach it.
Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Glad to have
Absolutely.
you on the show. Have you ever
Yep.
seen the show before?
No, it's the first time.
Okay, we're gonna mute you now. We're gonna now mute you, and you're muted now. I'm just kidding. I muted him. He's never seen the show before. What the heck, man?
Actually, here, you know what? I want to ask him a question. Are you subscribed to Paramotor Crazy or to Trike Flyer?
No, but I will be. I'll get on there and do that.
You need to mute him again. He's not subscribed.
That's fair. But hey, better question. Are you subscribed to me? Probably not. I've only got 70 subscribers, so.
I'll tell you what. Have Bart. I know we're friends on Facebook. Bart, send his information to me. I'll friend him and then send your information. And I will join your channel.
Thank you. I'll do the same for you.
And guys,
Get you
everybody
going.
out there, make sure that you're checking him out as well.
Graham Detling.
What is David doing?
Me?
Ordering pizza or something? I don't know.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you letting me do that. I really
Oh,
do.
you
He's got
bet, buddy.
he's
You
got a
bet.
great channel. It's just really fun to watch.
Hello, I'm back. Where'd he go? Bart, where'd he go?
You scared him away. You muted him, and he told you to go screw, and then left.
I want to be the
He
last.
did. He
person
got
or the
pretty
first.
upset.
All right.
Oh man! So John's saying
Good song.
Blackhawk has one of the that mounts under the seat on the frame. I usually mount mine to the side, usually on my right side because I'm a left-hand throttle.
Mm.
I've done the whole lap mount thing, and it's great, but then I can't carry my bag and everything else.
And there's
Would you guys
crickets.
mute me?
No, it's all good.
Sorry.
So
Paramotor
Anthony
Crazy.
Peregrino says,
Paramotor Crazy.
use what? Oh, stop it, Drake Flyer. Anthony says, let's use the crickets as the closeout song. You know what? That's a good idea. We should. It's been an hour and a half. Is it an hour and a half? It's only been an hour and a half. It feels like longer. Now we probably should wrap it up here. Oh, wait. Not to change the subject, but just watch your motor repair video that I took and just remembered the seal issue that leaked oil and fuel out of the clear. That's what weakened the pull cord. Just a thought. Okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow, Mr. Garvey.
That's a good point Tim has.
Seal issue that
That's
leaked
a real
oil. Oh, weakened the pull cord. Oh, yeah, could have. The oil, do you think? Just saturating it?
Yeah. Well, saturating and also oil collects dust particles, which then are abrasive.
Hmm.
Dude, we're getting ready to wrap up.
Sandor says we have to through the show. We'll tell you what, Sandor, since you now have Zoom, you have the code, why don't you come on and tell us your big announcement?
Yeah. Listen, guys, you guys get on here, we'll carry on the show. But if you don't want to get on here, Dave and I are just going to go flying. You muted yourself again.
I know. I was saying, Sarah wanted to know if she said yes. Yes, he said yes. I was going to see if you wanted to. Not really that important. Yes, Sarah. She said yes.
Oh,
Yep. I told her she kind of looks like Amy. Is it Amy Adams when she was in Catch Me If You Can? Do you remember that?
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it either.
I don't get out much.
Catch Me If You Can. It was with Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. It was probably about 10 years ago. All right. Craig Taylor wants to know, Bart, what's Graham's last name?
Detling, Dettling. Detling.
Dettling.
Yes, first name is
All
Graham,
right.
Graham.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll have to jump on and subscribe to his channel. How many subscribers are you up to now, Bart?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
All I know is everybody's been great, man. I tell you what, I've got nothing but a bunch of love from everybody, wishing me well, saying get better quick. And I tell you what, too, is amazing. All you guys are. It really helped with the recovery process, not mentally. It's amazing.
Yeah. You're a good guy. Good guy to have around.
Johnny Hour asked what happened to the A and Graham. It went out the door when they tip touched.
Graham has 71, so we all got to get on and like Graham's. I like it. We'll see. We'll see.
So Sandor said that he's going to save it for an after dark.
All right.
So unless we got some questions or anything else, buddy, I mean, we've been on for about an hour and a half now.
Yeah.
I can keep going, but.
Guys, I want to say thank you for inviting me on, though. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
No, you
Absolutely,
bet, Bart.
Glad we got to hear you this time. Last time it didn't work out so good.
Yeah,
So I'm glad we got to work out. I'm glad you got it. Bart, you have 1,385 subscribers right now from Craig Couch.
Awesome. That works for me. Thank you, 1,385 people. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Sander asked which one are his A's. Sander, you're going to want to watch the Galactic show that we're going to have. They will explain which ones are the A's.
Yes.
And actually, did you know you don't even need your A's?
You don't need to hold your A's when you're flying. It's all. I mean, everything that you've learned, you should throw out the door. It's all pointless.
Garbage.
It's garbage. Yes. Yeah. In fact, I've even seen where how you certified a machine. There's a certain way you kick it, and then your paramotor is a certified paramotor. It's very cool.
It's true.
So. Well, Mr. Ruff, what do you say we wrap this show up?
I can. I got some music.
Bye, Bart.
See you guys. Thanks again, and be safe, okay?
You bet.
Yes.
We can do that.
Thank you, Josh Perry. I'll check into that. I appreciate that information. Thank you, everybody. Tim, Captain Rick, Sandor, Ripman, Grandpa in South Carolina 1. Thank you, and good luck this next week or so. Craig Taylor, get yourselves ready for GPPA and Para Orange products. Guys, have a great week. Thank you so much for joining on our Paramotor Nation. I'm going to do my stay safe but be crazy. Trike Flyer, what you got?
We out of here, guys.
Bart, what's your closing? Bart?
See you in the sky, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.
We taking the active. There we go.
Have a good night, everybody.